I completed the 4-day, 3-night motorbike loop in northern Vietnam called the Ha Giang Loop in one piece. Yup, no scratches, no accidents, no motorbike issues, nothing. I didn't think this would be a feat, but apparently it is. Because in my group, I was one of the very few who completed it. Even one of the easy riders in our group, a local driver that had a tourist as a passenger, got in an accident on the 3rd day. And after meeting other people in Southeast Asia who have also done the loop, getting through it is apparently something to be proud of. So if you're thinking of doing this or already plan to, whether it's riding the loop on your own or at the back of an easy rider, do not feel intimidated, because by the end of this video, I'll make sure you're properly equipped with the knowledge so you too can confidently do this loop and come back in one piece. By the way, I have a complete guide on the Ha Giang Loop, which pretty much covers everything, and I'll link that up above, so make sure you check that out after watching this video. I'd also appreciate a like and a subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel just yet. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. For those of you who haven't heard of this loop, the Ha Giang Loop is roughly a 300-kilometer circuit through northern Vietnam, famous for its towering limestone mountains, vibrant green rice terraces, and tiny villages tucked away in the valleys. It's remote, it's rugged, and it's one of the most scenic motorcycle routes in the world, as well as one of the most dangerous loops in Southeast Asia, yet the most rewarding when completed. For me personally, this is hands down one of the best things I've ever done in Southeast Asia. So the first thing is, before starting the loop, preparation is everything. This isn't a casual ride through a city or even along a tourist-friendly highway. That said, you need the right motorbike, preferably a semi-automatic, so you don't get exhausted constantly shifting gears. If this is your first time riding a motorbike ever, do not ride this loop on your own. I repeat, do not ride this loop on your own. Hop on the back of an easy rider or something. Then you'll need safety gear, helmet, clothing as layers, and pack a solid jacket as it does get cold up north. I also packed light, but made sure to bring essentials like water, snacks, a phone charger, and a rain jacket just because the weather can change in an instant. Cash is also crucial since ATMs are rare along the route. Having an international license is a must on this loop if you don't want to get hassled by the cops, or you could also go with tour groups like the Jasmine Hostels. I went with them since they'll know where the checkpoints are and they know how to avoid it, so yeah, you don't get caught. Speaking of safety, you need to have travel insurance. Having travel medical coverage isn't optional, it's essential, especially on a motorbike adventure like the Ha Giang Loop. For all my travel insurance needs, I use Safety Wing. Safety Wing makes it simple to be covered while you're on the road. You can sign up online in minutes. Even if you're already traveling, you could sign up instantly. And their plans cover unexpected illnesses, injuries, hospital visits, and even travel interruptions. What I like is that it works on a subscription-based model, so you can start and stop coverage as you need. Perfect if your travel plans changes, so this flexibility is a nice added touch. In addition, the 24/7 human support is great, knowing I could speak with a Safety Wing personnel no matter what time of the day it is. And most importantly for me, submitting claims are a breeze and made easy. So if you're planning a trip or already on the road, check out Safety Wing through the link in the description box down below and travel with a peace of mind. Even with all of that, the other side of preparation comes mentally, knowing that some days will be long, challenging, and weather will be unpredictable, and just being able to be ready to take it all in and stride is will set you up for success. When I first hit the road, the mountains immediately took my breath away. I mean, the road was, narrow, winding, and carved into the cliffs with dramatic drops on one side and towering peaks on the other. I'm telling you, it's really, really majestic. Every turn felt like a new postcard waiting to be photographed, I quickly realized that going too fast would be a terrible mistake. Now, the group that I was in, everyone seemed to be wanting to be at the front of the pack or ahead of the pack. I didn't. I definitely stayed back where it was less crowded and also felt like it was just me and the views. I stopped often to take photos, breathe, and marvel at the views. Learning how to pace yourself will allow you to be safer and enjoy the ride even more. And surprisingly, it also makes you less fatigued. As beautiful as the Ha Giang Loop is, it isn't without its challenges. The roads are narrow and twisty, often without guardrails, and the surface can vary from smooth asphalt to potholes and gravel patches you want to watch out for. So that's something to keep in mind. Weather also adds another layer of unpredictability. One moment the sun is blazing hot, the next there's a heavy fog or a sudden rainstorm that makes the roads slippery. Navigating switchbacks while managing steep climbs and descents requires concentration, and every bend could hide oncoming vehicles or motorbikes. Remind yourself to stay calm, focus on your lane, and always ride at a speed where you could react safely or feel safe. Respecting the road and the conditions is key to surviving this loop. Now, one of the highlights of the loop is definitely the people. You'll pass through countless villages where locals would welcome you with smiles and curiosity. The region is home to many ethnic minority groups, and their way of life is very fascinating to see up close. Interacting with locals added a human element to the adventure. Remember to immerse yourself in the culture and the life of the region. Those moments, for me at least, made the ride very unforgettable. That said, since there are homes on this loop, watch out for pedestrians who may be walking along the loop or worse, crossing. As a matter of fact, one of the easy riders from my groups got in an accident because a little kid ran across without looking, and even though he was going at a decent pace, at a safe speed, it was too late to react on that blind turn as the kid crossed, and yeah, unfortunately they collided. I don't know how he would have avoided that, but there are many turns on this loop and you need to be on high alert at all times, especially on every turn you make. Next thing is you need to be 100% every day you ride. And to do this, you need to get an ample amount of rest the day before. I see so many riders drinking throughout the entire night, staying up late, and then when the morning comes, they feel sluggish and less alert. You're starting early each day so you can make the most of daylight and avoid traffic. If you feel sluggish from the night before, I suggest stopping often, not just for photos, but to rest, hydrate, and eat. Your energy definitely matters, and don't push yourself too hard. If you are tired, take a break. Take the time to study the road ahead and ride cautiously on tricky curves. Patience, awareness, and respect for the route are your best tools. Last but not the least, get rid of distractions. Listening to music while riding on the loop may be a chill thing to do, but having AirPods or earphones on your ears or even one of your ears is just unsafe. As much as your eyes need to be on the road and where you're going at all times, you also need to be able to hear your surroundings. This is also just as important. Accidents can happen in a blink of an eye, but they can also be minimized by taking small but important steps like these. And that is how you will survive the Ha Giang Loop. If you're doing this motorbike adventure, take your time, prepare well, respect the roads, and embrace the journey. I gotta admit, it is challenging, but it's also breathtaking and absolutely worth it. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more travel content like these, and drop a comment down below if you've ever done the loop or if you're planning on doing so. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.